photograph taken by a robot be considered art? A presentation by Catherine Lyle, Fall 2020. The Hubble telescope is a large space-based observatory which has revolutionized astronomy since its launch in 1990 from the Space Shuttle Discovery. 2020 is Hubble's 30-year anniversary. Hubble's capacity has grown over the 30 years. New cutting-edge scientific instruments have been added to the telescope over time. There have been 5 astronaut missions to replace and upgrade aging parts as technology has changed. Hubble has fundamentally changed our understanding of the cosmos, and this story, filled with challenges overcome by innovation, determination, and human spirit, inspires us. Far above the rain clouds, light pollution, and atmospheric distortions, Hubble has a crystal clear view of the universe and the Earth as seen in this image taken by Hubble. Hubble's detection of light ranges from ultraviolet to the visible, which our eyes can see, and the range extends into the near infrared. Its photographs are unleashing a flood of cosmic discoveries that have changed astronomy forever. The sensitive cameras and spectrographs on the Hubble can view and capture objects and images nearby and very small, such as a colliding asteroid, to a distant star forming galaxies light years away. So I will return to the title and ask the question again, and I'll reframe it for your consideration. Could a photograph taken by a robot be considered art? If yes, would we consider Hubble a photographer? I wonder, do you think this image is of space, taken by Hubble? The answer is no. This is a contemporary abstract photograph taken of holiday lights by Ron Phillips. Abstract photography, sometimes called non-objective, experimental, or conceptual photography, is a means of depicting a visual image that does not have an immediate association with an object, and that has been created through the use of photographic equipment, processes, or material. This is another abstract photograph by Ron Phillips. In his own words, he describes how photographers can experiment to capture similar images. He states, you can zoom in or out with the camera lens during exposure time to create a sense of motion when photographing static objects. Holiday lights are the perfect subject to experiment with this. This computer-simulated image from Hubble shows a supermassive black hole at the core of a galaxy. The black region is in the center, representing the black hole's event horizon, where no light can escape the massive object's gravitational grip. The black hole's powerful gravity distorts space around it like a funhouse mirror. Light from background stars is stretched and smeared as the stars skim by the black hole. Is this a Jackson Pollock painting? It's not. Hubble's image presents here Archer's Cluster, the densest known star cluster in the Milky Way. It's located about 25,000 light years from Earth in the constellation of Sagittarius. It's close to the heart of our galaxy, the Milky Way. Would you consider this image taken by Hubble abstract fine art? This is an image taken 650 light years away in the constellation Aquarius. A dead star about the size of Earth is refusing to fade away peacefully. Hubble and Spitzer Space telescopes have captured the complex structure of the Helix Nebula. If you didn't know the photographer of this image was a robot, Hubble, would you see it as fine art photography? Is this an image of space? It is not. It is an abstract photo of a petrified rock, but it invokes the energy of time, similar to many of Hubble's images. Amar Gillian is the artist. The Crab Nebula is one of the most intricately structured and highly dynamic objects ever observed. The Hubble image of the crab was assembled from 24 individual exposures taken with the Hubble Space Telescope. One of the strengths of abstract photography is its ability to convey brightness and intensity of color that can often be lacking in paintings. David Pengard capitalizes on this to create dazzling abstract photographs where the distortions mean the original subject of the image has been lost within swirls of color. This piece can be found in an exhibit in London. David Pengard created this image titled Northern Lights. The Rosette Nebula is a large hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen gas cloud in the constellation of Monoceros. This nebula is 5,200 light-years away from Earth. The image took a total exposure time of 15 hours and 45 minutes. This is a contemporary abstract photograph by Alison Magda. Alison's work is full of energy and color and is the result of an alternative approach to photography, as she states, capturing pieces in a non-traditional manner and using a single exposure. She believes that as our technology has changed, so should our imagery. This stunning image provided by Hubble is of a nebula, the Omega Nebula. It resembles a fury of raging sea, showing a bubbly ocean of glowing hydrogen gas and small amounts of other elements such as oxygen and sulfur. This Hubble image shows a spiral galaxy just over 35 million light-years away in the constellation of Leo. It is about the same mass and size as the Milky Way. Abstract photography can be intimidating to photographers because of the amount of freedom that comes with it. The rules are, well, there are no rules. You know the saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, abstract photography is exactly what the viewer makes it, and it can hold many different interpretations, views, and opinions. Is this a picture from Hubble? It is not. This is an abstract photograph by Elliot McGurkin. The image is of the Upper Antelope Canyon in Arizona. In the words of the artist, he states, "All my photography celebrates the physics of light." Here we see the spectacular cosmic pairing of a star and a nebula that surrounds it. Both objects captured here by Hubble are found in the constellation Sagittarius and lie about 15,000 light-years away. This is another contemporary abstract photograph by Alison Magda. I would bet you're beginning to recognize photographs by Hubble. This is a Hubble photo. It's of a nebula or a cluster of gas, and it is all that remains from a star explosion. This Hubble photo is a small portion of one of the largest seen starbirth regions in the galaxy. Towers of cool hydrogen laced with dust rise from the wall of the nebula. The scene reminiscent of Hubble's classic photo, Pillars of Creation, taken in 1995. It is even more striking in appearance. The image captures the top of a 3 light-year tall pillar of gas and dust that is being eaten away by the brilliant light from a nearby bright star. The pillar is also being pushed apart from within as infant stars buried inside fire off jets of gas that can be seen streaming from towering peaks like arrows sailing through the air. Let's return to the original question of the presentation. Could a photograph taken by a robot be considered art? And if yes, would we consider Hubble a photographer? Abstract photography is a challenge to shoot, but there are some basic tips to get started in the right direction. For example, look for lines and curves, go macro, shoot through another object, experiment and recognize how to control the image, seek out textures and patterns, photograph what catches your eye. In conclusion, based on the information provided, the examples of abstract photography and Hubble photos within the presentation, Should we declare Hubble photographic images as abstract art photography? And the big question is Hubble a photographer?